I'm Candy, I'm the director of the Benedictine Memorial Library, and this is our Summer Reading Plus crafting, and we're going to do Ninja Stress Balls. So, what you're going to need for doing the Ninja Stress Balls is you're going to need balloons, at least two. We'll do yellow or purple this time. 2 balloons. You'll need either rice or flour as to put inside your balloons. And you're going to need a plastic bag and scissors, measuring cups. You're going to need to measure out 3/4 of a cup. So I've got a 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup. That'll equal 3/4. And a Sharpie. Don't drop it on the floor. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to first make the inside of the ball, which is you take your plastic baggie and you measure out 3/4 cup of flour or rice. I suggest flour because it's easier to work. It's easier to work with. But the problem with flour, and your parents may not like it, is if the ball bursts, you're gonna have flour all over the place. This one's made with flour. And I made this one with rice, which you can see the little bumps onto it. The rice always adds a little bumps. Sit. So you fill your bag with your rice or your flour using 3/4 of a cup. So I put in a 1/4 cup. And now I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup. So measure off your cup, just like in baking. You put it into the bag. Then you put this part aside because you don't need it anymore. And then you're going to want to take out as much air as you can out of the bag. And then ziplock it closed. So that way it doesn't come out. Now you got to pick out what color you want to make the face of your stress ball. I got a green one here and I got a pink one here. I think this time around I'm going to use the yellow as the face. Now this is the most important thing to do. Stretch your balloon out before you try to do this. If you don't stretch it, pre-stretch it, it's going to be very tough to slide the bag full of flour inside of your balloon. So you're going to want to stretch it around so that it'll expand easier. You also can do this when you blow up a balloon. It'll help to be able to inflate it if you stretch your balloons out a little bit. Once you stretch it, because this end has the rolled up area, it makes it very hard to stretch it out. So it's easier if you cut that end off and open it up. Stretch it out with your thumbs. Now comes the toughest part, getting the bag of flour inside your balloon. And don't get upset if you can't do it the first time. As I said, it's got to get pre-stretched. If you haven't stretched it enough, you're going to have a real tough time. Just kind of maneuver your bag in. Be careful not to put holes in your bag while you're doing this. I did that with the rice, so I had to do it 3 times. Just keep stretching it in, getting it in. Push got it in. I'll stretch it into the top. So it doesn't get this. So you see how it kind of puts a dome here? I want to make it into a circle. I want to have it as a ball. So you just take it and squish it around in your hand until you get the approximate way you want it to be. Now comes for the next part. This is where you got to put the hood on your Ninja. So you, once again, cut down here. And now, stretch it out. Just like you did with the first one. So I'll also tell you if you got any holes in your bell. Okay. And now I've put a cut in it. I don't want to use that, so I will take a new one. That was my last purple. Now we'll do green. Stretch it out. Like that. There we go. Now I've stretched it. So we're going to cut this off here, and then we're going to cut a hole up here to make the mask. Now I'm going to cut a hole in the mask. Now in this one, I've cut a square hole in. This time around, I'm going to do a V shape. So I'm going to cut it. We'll see how it works. I haven't tried doing it this way, but let's try it. If it doesn't work, we can always do it again. There we go. So now we have a little hole in there for our Ninja mask. So now we're going to take it, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to cover up this part of it. That's going to be the top of my head. So you stretch it. This is why you got to do it. It's so important to stretch it first. There we go. Make this look more like a mask than a circle, so I was just going to pull it up a little bit like this, pull it down a little bit, and there we go. Now we've got our little spot for the face. Now we need to put eyes on him. You're going to use a Sharpie or a felt tip, which this one is running out of ink. Pen. Let's see if it'll work. So we just put a circle and another circle, and there are your eyes. And now you have a Ninja stress ball. As you move it, he's going to change his face expression a little bit. Squishy. So, hope you have fun doing this. Give it a try. Have a parent help you. Stretching a balloon does take a little bit of work and practice, but if you have a parent help you, you should be able to do it. And then you've got something when you get stressed, you can be able to take it and squeeze it. And that'll help to relieve the stress. Your parents may even use it. So, I hope you're still reading and keep going to your goal of 20 hours. And we hopefully will have a second video coming up, so stay tuned. Have a good time. Bye.